It's just me and this camera. I don't give a fuck about Gavin. How many days? Who gives a shit?
My name is Gavin Michael Booth. How many days is my mission to meet the people who've inspired my filmmaking career the most. Every day, I'll post a video and it's up to you, combined with the power of the World Wide Web, to help me catch their attention.
So Brendan's getting us some coffee. We're here at the hotel to meet up with Kevin. Got here about half an hour early just to make sure there's no delays, since we are limited to an hour and a half, and then we'll get started. So I'm a little nervous, but just more excited. I mean, it's been a long-term coming. I had a lot of anticipation with 600 and something days of videos to make it work.
Before we move back inside, can I get a liner? Hi, I'm Kevin Smith. You're watching How Many Days?
Absolutely. Ready? Let's reveal. Movie camera works. I'm going to drop some water.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Ha-ha! Hi, I'm Kevin Smith, and you're watching How Many Days. I did it. I'm here. How many days, dude? How many days was it?
For you?
Yeah.
640 something.
It's a lot harder than you thought it would be, isn't it?
Okay, we'll go to that question.
Yeah.
You've known about this project for a while.
I heard about this project when I was at the Chapters bookstore signing for My Boring Ass Life, which was, what, a year and a half ago? It was before we went to do Zach and Miri.
It was day 161.
161, what day is this?
673.
Wow, that was a long time ago, so it was a year and a half.
Yeah.
But I don't know the rules.
The rules are...
All I know is somebody handed me a card and said, this dude has this project, he wants to interview you, talk to you, whatever, but he can't come to you himself. But you've got to be made known of it. I said, this poor jackass is never going to meet anybody if he doesn't walk up to him and be like, hi, I'm doing this thing. Well, I don't understand why you didn't do the...
You're number 4.
Yeah, 4 in day 600 and what?
Yeah, well, the project is post a video blog every day.
Right.
About whatever I'm doing, talking, if you have a film coming out, if I see a film, I'll talk about the people I'm trying to meet.
Right.
And the goal is to see if social networking, 6 degrees, will actually eventually spread until somebody who knows somebody. That's the project. It's not, it's not
well, then you've succeeded.
Yeah, I've got 4. That's what I mean. And I
it's
said
still 600 days. Holy fuck. Did you think, like, I'll get this done in a year?
I said minimum of 2 years.
Did you really?
We're not there yet.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's...
How long do I think it'll take?
Yeah, you probably never finish, right? Who you got on that list? I'm attainable. I'm a guy, like, you stick around long enough, you'll get me. I'll just come to your house and be like, hey, I heard you wanted to talk to me. But there are other people, like, don't you have Johnny Depp on that list?
Yep.
Woo-hoo-hoo. That's tough, dude. You got to hope he rolls through town for the fest or something like that. He's a tough guy, because even with, like, 6 degrees and shit, those cats are like, no. Like, let's say I know Johnny Depp, and I'm like, hey, man, I interviewed this great kid in Toronto. He's doing this project. Tell him all about it. He'd be like, that's really, really cool. I was like, you want to go to Toronto and do it? He'd be like, I mean, maybe one
I'll
day.
go wherever. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I'll travel to wherever.
But it's just like, I think, I mean, now that I understand it, it makes, now I'm like, oh, I get it. Because I was like, man, you gotta go out there and find these people, dude, because they're not going to come to you. But I think it's actually kind of cool.
Well, I mean, I shook your hand at that Toronto book signing.
Yes.
I mean, I was there orchestrating that people had cards to give you.
Right.
So, but I've even backed off of that and just said, you know what, I'm going to let it be just the video blogs.
Right.
Sit back and have ultimate patience. I mean, at the same time.
But how did this all happen? Like, I've never seen a video blog. So how did I get in touch with you?
You emailed me. Did somebody stalk you on your message board, maybe?
Somebody probably hit me at Facebook or MySpace for the zillionth time going, how many days, dude? And I'm like, oh my God. And it was obviously after the movie came out, because I had nothing to do for a while. And I just started returning 2-year-old phone calls or messages, writing shit. Like, I was checking email where I was like, wow, I haven't answered this since 2006. And one of them on there was just like, how many days, guy? And I was like, all right, boop, boop, boop.
It might be, there's a young gentleman you have, a fan in New Jersey, Mahoney. He's a redheaded dude who's like...
It wasn't even it would be somebody on the web that I wouldn't have...
He had actually put in one of your online chats, you put in a message saying, hey, there's this dude, and you had said you tried to email me previously.
Yeah, I tried to call you once. Somebody gave me a number, and I actually called the number. It was like, boo-doo-doo, and then somebody gave me an email address, and I wrote it, and it bounced back.
That was my web designer, had some really shoddy coding.
And that was
I would have never known about
until then.
Maybe Johnny's already called.
I know, right? And he's like, boo-doo-doo. Fuck, I would have liked that. Oh, well, I'll make Pirates 3, yeah.
Or 4. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, let's move inside.
Go inside, yeah, right on.
Visit howmanydays.ca to find out who's on my list. I won't stop until I've met face to face with these artists.